Okay, we're going to continue with activity 133. Last time I left off, we had just saved activity 133 numbers 1 through 8. So to close it, I'm going to click on X to close that. When I close that, it always in Autodesk Fusion, it always opens up a tab called Untitled, which is a new one. If I want to save it right off the bat, I can click Save. And I'm going to call this one Activity 133. We're going to skip number 9. So we're going to just do number 10. We're going to do numbers 10 all the way up through 25 in this video. Okay, so all right, number 10 tells us to create a sketch similar to the one that's shown on the screen, and I'll go ahead and do that. First, to make a new sketch, again, I click on this little green plus, create sketch. See where it says front there? I'm going to click on front, which is one parallel to that, so it makes it on the front. Notice it's on the front, okay? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use the line tool, and we're drawing it along the x-axis. And then here, it looks like we're going to go make sure it's perpendicular. And then this one's supposed to be horizontal. And then we've got one that's kind of at an angle. Oops. I'm going to do Control-Z to undo. Here, we go back to the line tool. Start at the point. We're not supposed to go over the center line. So let me do this up here. Then I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to go over to the right. I'm going to go down, more or less symmetric. Notice it likes to go ahead and try to pin to existing heights. That's pinning to the midpoint. It's trying to go ahead and pin to this one right here. All right. And I'm going to go there, and then we go straight down. Good. Okay. Okay, so we did that. That's number 10. And then we're asked to review the constraints that were automatically applied. Notice these are lots of perpendiculars, right? Let me hit escape to get out of the line tool. See the line tool is still selected. I can either click it or I can hit escape. So if I click it, it turns it off. Oh, no, it doesn't turn off. I hit escape, it turns it off. So now, again, this constraint right here is the perpendicular constraint. See, perpendicular? So basically all these lines are perpendicular to each other. That's the key constraint that was applied here automatically. Number 12 says to go ahead and create a hand sketch to describe the constraints that are already done. So you can pause the video right now and then go ahead and record that on paper. So I'll give you a chance to pause it. Okay, welcome back. All right, next we're going to move on to number 13. 13 tells us to investigate how the constraints affect the sketch behavior by selecting individual lines and points and dragging each with a mouse. So notice when I try to move this, because it's perpendicular, see, it always stays perpendicular. It won't allow me to go ahead and move it so it's not perpendicular, because everything is automatically perpendicular. All right. And when I click either a line, oh, this one is not. See, these are not perpendicular. Okay, the others are. All right. Okay. Okay, next it says, 14 says to remove a few of the constraints one at a time and observe how the sketch behavior changes when you drag sketch elements. So let me go ahead and first I'm going to delete this one at this corner here, click it, and I'm going to right click that perpendicular and I click delete. So now notice when I choose this point, okay, those two are not perpendicular. It allows me to move this one up and down. Let's do this next one in this corner. Let's right click and delete. And then now when I do that, see, it allows me to go ahead and make this so it's not perpendicular. Now let's try this one. Right click, delete. Okay. And now let's delete this one, right click, delete. And now notice, see, now I can go ahead and make that. That's not perpendicular. All right. So when I remove a constraint, it allows me to go ahead and move in other ways that we were not able to before. Okay, so that's done with number 14. Number 15 says to discard the sketch. Before you discard it, again, I want you to go ahead and take a screenshot and paste it into something. So we're going to do a screenshot. The best way to do that is hold down the Control and the Shift key together. Holding both of those down, click on the window key, which on the Chromebook is kind of in the middle. It looks like a box with two lines to the right of it. I click on Control Shift, and then I click on that one, and it allows me to go ahead and draw a box around it, and that gives me a screenshot. See, screenshot's taken, and then if I wanted to annotate it, I could do that. If I want to copy it to the clipboard, I could do that. You can copy it and then paste it inside your document. So go ahead, pause it, copy it to a clipboard, save it into your document, and then come back to the video. Okay, now I'm going to rename this one. So I'm going to go to File. Let's see, Save. I don't want to do that. Let's see if do File, Save As, and this is really just, it's not 10 to 25. It's really 10 to 15. It's telling you to discard your sketch, so it's not critical that you save it. But okay, so I'll save it. Okay, I saved it. It tells me to discard it, so I'm done with it. So I click on X. That's going to go ahead and close it.